Welcome into Crunch Time with Chris, sponsored by Captain Crunch, not really Coach. I did tell you the joke ahead of time. I like to pretend that we are actually sponsored. We are not yet. Hopefully the sales folks find someone who wants to do that. But you said you like Captain Crunch though, huh?
Captain Crunch is a good cereal.
It is pretty good. It's a classic.
Too.
Yes, exactly. Listen, if you pay us to say it, we will say it. General Mills.
A lot of sugar.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Coach. So before I brought you in, so what I do is I always go through the bios of whoever I'm interviewing. This is going to be the longest one I think I've ever done. Okay. So I wrote it all down.
Does that mean I'm the oldest?
Yeah, yes, that's part of it. Yes.
Okay.
Coach, you look great. Probably all the Captain Crunch you've been eating. You know, it's.
Let me sport my.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Greenwood Blue Jays.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So here, it's part of my intro. My guest is Nixa's all-time winningest head coach, where he spent 30 years. He's a member of both the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame and Missouri Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Winner of the 2022 Misha Coach of the Year. My guest has averaged more than 20 wins a season as a boys basketball coach and is up to 728 wins, having most recently coached his 1,000th game this past season. And he most recently wrapped up 3 years as Springfield Catholic head coach and athletic director. The winningest coached ever at the Blue and Gold tournament, including 7 titles and an unprecedented 5 straight from 2010 to 2015 with Nixa. Now he runs the thing because he's the newest head coach at Greenwood. Oh, good thing I didn't have to say it all in one breath, Coach. Thanks for being in with us here. Is that how it works? You're head coach, when you own the tournament, you get to run the tournament basically, right?
Well, I'm figuring out how the process works. I found out that the more help I have, the better it's going to be. I'm just trying not to mess it up. I'm just trying not to screw things up, so to speak. So.
Okay, well, what is you get to do whatever you want now. I'm sure there's things you've wanted when you've coached there, then they didn't exist. Now you get to put it into place. What are some things that you want?
It's well run. It's been well organized, dating all the way back to years and years. Larry Atwood to Mark Fisher, Ken Hedgepeth, Darren Taylor did a phenomenal job with it, and Darren's been a real big help. Kent's helped me a little bit. Mark Fisher's been good to talk to about it. So the tournaments, it's such a great tradition. I honestly don't know what I would do at Christmas time if we didn't have the Blue and Gold,
right.
Whether I'm coaching in it or not coaching in it. But we are bringing in the shot clock, so I think people and I think fans will appreciate that. I think it's time. College adopted it full scale in 1987 when Steve Alford won the national title with Bobby Knight in Indiana, and I think, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, I think Steve Alford was 7 for 10 from 3 that game, which drastically changed the outcome of the game in Syracuse. So I think a lot of people are afraid of it. I think a lot of school administrators across the state don't want it because it's going to add another $20 to have somebody run it, and you got to put the clocks in. But it's time. I mean, it's 2025, and I never thought when I first started coaching in the late 80s that I'd have to coach 39 years to get to be able to play with the shot clock. So it's coming in. We're bringing back the coaches' breakfast, which is a big hit for our coaches and school administrators. We come in and reveal the bracket, talk basketball, and we have a short interview session with some has-beens. So we're bringing some has-beens back. So it's going to be exciting. Now we do that on Wednesday, and the bracket will be revealed about noon on Wednesday, and looking forward to it. Really excited about it.
All right, so that's next Wednesday, a week from today when we drop this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And I on the shot clock subject, I'm an outsider. I'm from the state of New York. I've lived in 11 states. I've been all over the country, and when I came here and saw they didn't have the shot clock, my perspective was just, I wonder. I understand. So some of the small schools, right? That can be expensive to bring another person to run a shot clock. Why is it that they don't say, hey, like the top 3 classes are going to have a shot clock and the bottom 3 won't, or something like that?
Well, I think Arkansas did it correctly. They let the bigger schools adopt it, use it, and then now all classes are using it. But I have a question, for anybody that doesn't want it. How many states have adopted it and then they've gotten rid of it because it doesn't work? 0. I don't know of one state that's adopted it and said, well, this blows. We're not use it anymore. So it's part of basketball. It's all international league, NBA, college. It's part of basketball. So we need to have it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so ingrained here that you see that there are some teams that kind of because any, as a coach, I'm sure you're always looking at the rule book to see like, okay, what are some ways that we can have an edge? And for some teams, they build kind of an offense around the concept of, okay, like we don't have to shoot this until a certain point or whatever at all. And I'm sure as a coach, that's the challenge, right? Like you look at the rules in front of you, we play to the rules, we play to the code, and you're putting teams in position where they're playing kind of a brand of basketball that's going to be different depending on where you are, right? I mean, what's that like for you as a coach when you look at it that way?
Well, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, they brought in the 5-foul rule in the quarter. So you erase the fouls at the quarter. So in the first quarter, in the start of the second quarter, if you got 17 fouls, the rest of the quarter you shooting free throws. There's no flow to the game. So they changed that, which was awesome. So it's the same thing with the shot clock. It's just going to, I think, create a better flow. Let's face it, most high school basketball teams, if they don't shoot it within 35 seconds, they turn it over. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So the really good teams won't, but the sloppier teams and the less skilled teams, they're shooting it before 35 anyway. So if they don't, they're turning it over.
So you said you didn't think you'd be waiting until you were 39 like this to do you see it on the horizon? Do you hear any discussions about it on initial level?
My personal feeling is I don't think the State Activity Association wants it. I think they're dragging their feet, but that's not uncommon for a big government program to drag their feet, take time to do things. So, but we won't get political today.
I know, it's almost like you could create a whole department to manage it.
But I will give them credit. They are letting us experiment with it in tournaments and some shootouts, so we're making progress.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Listen, obviously Greenwood brought you in for these new ideas. Maybe, have you ever thought about,
I'm not sure Greenwood brought me in. I think nobody else wanted the job because it's where somebody, I'm the athletic director, basketball coach. I help teach a couple classes and blue and gold. And, I'm busier now than I've been in probably 30 years.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because you're the latest in the line of kind of legendary coaches. Mark Fisher, Darren Taylor, now you.
Larry Atwood.
Yeah, exactly. The list goes on, right? Exactly. Yeah. What made it such an attractive option for you? And I'm sure it has been an attractive option for them.
Well, the Catholic thing was really good. And I appreciate them over there. They were so good to me, but it was just a part-time job. I was just kind of an assistant AD helping and the basketball coach. So it was a part-time job, and I just didn't think I was busy enough. And so when this opened up, I wasn't looking to move or anything, but it is a prestigious job. I think it's one of the better jobs in the state. It's a small school environment, and I've always been partial to small schools. I first started out coaching, teaching, it was small schools, and I like the small school atmosphere. Even though I was at Nixa for 30, I just like the small school environment.
Yeah, and you had to, we have Athlete of the Week, and we put all these great kids on our shows, and I know Zach Howell. You're coaching in the post Zach Howell era to try to get the program, keep things going over there. Now you go to Greenwood, it's kind of a similar situation.
Post Colin Clark.
Exactly.
And don't forget Logan Sanders, because Logan was a heck of a player too.
So. I don't know if anyone calls him this, but on the highlights I called him the Colonel because he's all about buckets. Colonel Sanders, okay, you like that? Okay,
that's pretty good.
I believe he's going to.
We got a food theme here. Yeah. You got the Captain Crunch.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We should get the Colonel in here. As long as we're giving away free sponsorships, I'm just going to get a bucket of chicken, and maybe KY3 will let me write it off. And I get a free bucket out of the deal. You know what? You're on to something, Coach. Full of ideas. Shot clock. Bring in the bucket of chicken. Oh my goodness. I actually paid for this myself. I will eat it someday. The expiration date's not for like another year, so I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, so that's going to be a challenge for you. How does the team look? I mean,
we won our first game last night.
Yeah.
And we played fairly well. There's a lot of things to clear up and clean up and iron out. But I like our group. They're great kids. Their chemistry is really good. We've got some kids that can play, so it's a good process. I've got some really good help. Chris Flood, the retired girls basketball coach of Republic, is helping me on the bench this year, and he knows he knows as much as anybody about basketball. So it's
Coach Flood out of Retmo, huh?
Out of Retmo, yeah.
Yeah, there's some legends on this coaching staff.
Those Retmo people, yeah. Actually, I'm friends with a lot of them, so. A couple former students over there too, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm headed to Retmo's signing day today. I'll be up there.
Nice.
They're actually having it at Bears. They're having it at a restaurant instead of actually at the school.
I know when I signed to play college, it was in my living room. I think it was at the coffee table in the living room. There was no cameras, and I don't think my mom might have taken a picture, but I don't even think so.
We've come a long way since then,
Things have
haven't we?
changed. Yes, they have.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to ask you too, obviously I know you pay attention to what's going on over there still at Nixa, and your longtime assistant, as I look here for the video that I want to show on this, your longtime assistant Brock Blansett winning that district title last year and doing it in fashion. If I can find the video, Coach, I have it right here. There it is. All right, let's play this. So this game was incredible last year.
I was actually there.
You were there, of course. Okay,
So was.
yes. And just, I mean, the
Yep.
last second shot
Yep.
at the buzzer. I mean, it was just so beautiful to see these
Well,
kids.
I've been on both ends of a shot like that. I'll tell you right now, the team in white's feeling a lot better than the team in gold.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
such a good rivalry too. Kickapoo's been good for so long, for so many years, and Nixa has too. Nixa's got tremendous tradition too. So that was a heck of a game.
You see Coach Blansett getting everybody off the court there, and like it's
Yeah.
gotta be nice, so cool for you to see a guy who's your right hand man for so long. Get that monkey off his back. He had the undefeated season again, and then Kickapoo spoiled that in the districts. So for him to come back and get that, I remember interviewing him afterwards, and he was so calm about it. But in my head, I'm thinking, man, like that would just be such.
Well, he's a little different personality than me on the sideline.
Yeah.
I always felt so stressed, but once the game got going, I didn't. But before game, and it's just so stressful because I wanted our kids to do so well, and I wanted to make sure we were prepared.
Yeah.
He seems to be in a good mood all the time. It seems to be stress-free all the time, which is good for his players and for
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
he won't get the gray hairs quite as fast as I will. And but he's done a phenomenal job. And I've always said that to have a great program, you have to have great people around you. And he was with me for 19 years. His assistant now, Andrew Boyce, he was on our staff when I was there for I think 14 or 15 years. So having that stability and that year in, year out familiarity, if that's what you want to call it, you just can't do much better than that. It's so important to have.
Yeah. Speaking of assistants, we did a story with your father here a few years ago. It's one of my first stories I got to do when I got hired here, and they told me that your father was a great coach and an official here, as you see, in his own rights. And
he's a lot smarter than me because he got out of the coaching world and got into school administration. So
yeah.
Where you can actually make some money.
Well, you did a little bit. You were the AD, right?
Assistant. I was
Assistant AD. Excuse me. I guess we got that wrong in the bio there, but it's in the
I
it's on our website.
corrected it for the record.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But no. So your dad here. That's the chart right there that he does. The possession chart for you.
I think Coach Blansett still uses that too.
Yeah.
That's something I used to keep for him when he was coaching. I was in elementary and junior high, and it's valuable. Who's that beautiful? That's my wife.
Oh yeah. There you go.
My wife's awesome. By
Nice
the way.
work. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She keeps asking me where I'm going on the weekends. I go, well, I've got my backpack. You know where I'm going? I'm going to school to work. Oh, look at that. I didn't know you put that up there. High school?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We tried to get as much as we could on there.
The legendary Missouri State Randy Stang there in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my junior year, we won 20-some games and took third in the state.
Yeah.
My dad was a coach. But I was a junior. Randy Stang, who many people around here still remember, played for Spoon Hour.
Okay.
In probably 83 to 85, probably.
Okay.
Randy was a senior on that team. And first day of practice, my dad said, we got a chance to win a state title. We go to the Final Four. But one person in this room has to be able to shoot the ball. And you better get him the ball. And he pointed right at Randy. And everybody knew. I mean, Randy was such a phenomenal player. Without the three-point line, he averaged 28.2 points a game.
Okay.
But I'm proud of the fact that I actually ran the point guard quite a bit. So I'm the one that actually got him the ball. So, not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah.
And we all knew who the best player was on the team. So defined the roles early, and we had a great year.
How do you do that? You have these teams. We didn't even list all the district championships you had, the Final Four appearances, and all the accomplishments that you guys had. You had these great teams with so many great players. How do you get these kids to buy into different roles where they're used to being the best player, but now they're maybe the second, third, fourth best player on the team?
It's difficult. There's a lot of self-promotion in our society. Social media is a problem. It can be positive, it can be negative. We have to use it for positive things. Everybody, high schools, the media, everybody keeps talking about next level, next level. How about we just enjoy high school? How about we just enjoy playing basketball for our high school, for our communities? So we talk about that a lot. All my teams talk very little about college. Because if you notice, most of the people that go to college to play whatever sport, volleyball, basketball, whatever, sand volleyball, whatever, it's hard. It's difficult. It's a job. It's hard to stick with, and a lot of kids don't stick with it. So how about we just enjoy high school sports?
Yeah.
It's still not yet tainted by the NIL, all that stuff. We do have people moving around a lot, which isn't good, but it's still fairly pure. At least it is in Southwest Missouri. So I cherish that.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. I talked to my friends about this. So I graduated high school in 2002. We had our first Facebook accounts in 2005. So we just missed that cutoff point. And I wonder, what was the last year that kids could just be kids and not have all that stuff? It was probably late 2010s, I'm guessing, is when it just finally stopped,
Take your guess on a date. But I had a great growing up. My mom and dad were awesome.
Out in Kansas, right?
Central Kansas, Nickerson, Kansas.
Okay,
it's right by Hutchinson. So every year I went to the NJCAA basketball tournament every year for like 24 years of my life. It was held in Hutchinson.
Okay.
So I got to watch really good basketball. Gene Cady coached at Hutch JUCO when I was in the second, third grade, and got to watch his teams play. It was a great area for basketball, a great area to grow up in, and had a great family life. And I'm glad my dad was a coach because that got me into the coaching business. And I have no skills. I can't work on my car. I can change a tire, but I can't do woodworking. I'm not good. I can't do electrical stuff. I can mow my yard and coach basketball. I don't golf.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at fishing. I don't hike. I just don't do anything.
Yeah.
I know it sounds really boring, but I have a great wife. She's awesome, Kim, and let's just turn on the 3 dogs, and I coach basketball.
Yeah.
And go to school.
And you did it to the tune of 700 wins, as you see.
Yeah, I'm still mad about the 270 losses, or whatever that is. So,
Yeah.
some of those losses still hurt. They really do.
Yeah, it's the ones you remember, right?
Most coaches, I remember a lot of the big wins, but the tough losses, you just don't get over.
Yeah, I bet that's ones you remember, right?
Yeah.
All the wins, but I don't remember the number of losses, but I know that.
I do. I remember about every one.
Yeah. Well, it must have been interesting to do it at Catholic. I mean, obviously, the folks there are very well aware of what you did at Nixa, and I mean, how was the transition to go from a place like Nixa to a place like Catholic? 2 storied programs for different reasons and different sizes. I mean, what were the, obviously they really embraced you over there.
Well, I credit Dan Evans for that. Dan's a retired athletic director over there who got me in over there. First year was tough. Had great kids. Players I had over there for 3 years were awesome. Just love them. And my first year was really good. We started off 1-6. It was post Zach Howell. We'd lost like 99% of our scoring from the year before. We had O'Reilly and Howell.
Now he's doing it Drury for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to watch him play the other night, and that was fun to get over to Drury and watch them play. But it was an adjustment.
Yeah.
But not so much that the basketball level. It was just that I was just dealing with kids that had played JV the year before. So we
Yeah.
had some growing pains.
Yeah.
But we finished 15-14, won our district, had a great ending, and upset Versailles in overtime in the district final that year. That's still pretty special. You know, I'd still be there right now if I could, but the Greenwood job opened up, and it was an opportunity for a full-time job and to be able to be a part of the Boone Gold tournament and get over here on campus. I like being on campus here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than the public school or even the Catholic school, but it's been a good transition. I've got some people I have to answer to who trust me, that are letting me do my job.
Yeah.
That helps. So.
You said you like being on campus, and it's funny. I look at your dad. I remember doing the story with your dad and thinking that, you know, I'm sure it can just help you feel young, to be around young people, to be around that kind of energy. Now you're not only on a high school campus, but you have the college campus right there too. Do you feel energized by doing all this and being around it, and that's why you've been doing it now for 40 years almost?
Well, I think any new job is energizing. I think it's fresh. So I am energized. I have a lot of energy right now. Like I said, I'm wearing a lot of hats, so it's taken a while to adjust to. I'm used to just getting up in the mornings, going to watch some game film, go to class, and watch more game film, and you know, I've got a lot more things on my plate now. So time on task is precious right now, but it's all good. I just wish I had a better parking spot. I park about 200 yards away from the front door, but
Get your steps in, right?
I guess I have to earn that seniority one of these days. So one of these days I'll get a little closer parking spot.
Yeah.
It's not too bad in the fall. It's pretty nice in the summer, but the past few days have been pretty bitter. So got to dress a little warmer, I guess.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
They told me I can't park here. I can't park here. No, that's reserved for other people. Okay, where are you parking? Hey, over by that church.
You got to get tenure over there, right?
Yeah. I'm parking over there with the students.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Staley game?
Love thinking about the
Staley game.
You know, we
Coach
beat,
tells me you asked me if you have video of the Staley game. Of course we do.
That was such a great win for Nixa. We played really well defensively. Offensively, we could have been a little bit better, but that probably had a lot to do with Staley. You know, they've got 3 kids on the court right there that are now playing Division I basketball.
Yeah.
The Evans kid is starting at North Carolina.
Yeah.
And we did an awesome job of guarding him. I can't pronounce his name. The big kid inside for him.
Yeah.
Is playing for Iowa right now, who was at Wyoming, then went to Drake. There's Cale Combs, what a great player he was for us. He's at Iowa now.
Yep.
And then they had another kid, the Fish kid, went to Iowa State. I don't know that he's still there, so he might have transferred with the portal. But
Okay, yeah.
he went to Iowa State. They just had a phenomenal team, and I was so proud of our kids that night because just the way we defended and just our shot selection. That was a big win to get to the state finals.
Yeah, I was at this game. I shot this game. I remember this now. What was 2022, right?
2022, yeah.
Yes, okay, yep.
There at not Hammonds, it was JQH Arena.
Yeah.
We had a great fan base.
Yeah.
A lot of red in the stands. Those are good times.
How about Cale, man, going Wyoming, Drake, now he's at Iowa. And I was at his signing for Wyoming, I remember that. And he was just, I remember he had the cupcakes out, I remember all this. And then, we're watching last season in the tournament, like, oh, there he is.
There he is.
And Drake, you know,
he last year, at the end of the year, was playing really well for Drake.
Yeah.
And I've watched probably 3, maybe 4 of their games this year at Iowa. And he's gotten a lot of minutes. The last game I watched, I can't remember who they played. I think he played about 28 to 29 minutes.
Yeah.
He's a great kid. He's just, he's pretty quiet. A great athlete, but boy, he had some nice moments for us at Nixa, and it's really good to see him doing well.
It was funny. I remember I did a story on him, and I went to football practice and talked to Coach Perry about it. Now, Coach Perry told me a story about how the way he got Cale to play football was because he told him he wasn't going to have any
go across the middle.
He wasn't going to make him go across the middle. Did he coordinate that with you? Did he talk to you about that?
He didn't talk to me about it, but I understood. I was a wide receiver in college.
Yeah,
I understand trying to get behind the linebackers and getting that little zone gap there.
Yeah.
And try not to get your head taken off. So I had to go across the middle a few times. Yeah.
And speaking of football, obviously big week for Nixa.
Yeah.
Going into the season, the only way Coach Perry's resume could improve and every year, you pay attention to this stuff, I'm sure, where it's just every year his record is improving as the coach at Nixa. And the only thing left to do is to go back to the state championship and this time win it. And that's what they have in front of themselves.
Well, they've had some breaks along the way, let's be honest.
Yeah, they have.
CBC got beat, Jackson got beat,
Yeah.
Lee Summit North got beat.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty got beat.
Right.
So they've had about 4 or 5 really good teams across state get knocked off. So they're playing a Lee Summit team that's won about 9 in a row. It's my understanding that they had a quarterback and a running back that was out early in the year, maybe.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Football coaches, they get 6 days to prepare for a game. How you not 100% prepared? So they should be doing well. He's got talented kids. He's got a good coaching staff and great facilities. So
Have you seen the new one that they just put up?
oh yeah. I helped pay for it. What do you mean?
Right, exactly.
I still live in next to. Yes, that's my tax dollars.
Better let you go see it, right?
I better be able to get in there when I want. It's my tax dollars. So
Yeah, go use the gym. Maybe
it's awesome. It's just a great facility. I mean, there's major colleges that don't have that type of facility.
Oh yeah, that was my first thought walking in. Is all the schools I've covered, whether they be D1, D2, D3, whatever division, NAIA. Even some D1s do not have facilities like that.
Yeah, well, our new superintendent, Dr. Loden, made a commitment, and the Board of Education made a commitment to put some more money into athletics and football. Let's be honest about it. They put a lot of money in football, but it's good to see that that's paying off. Dr. Kleinsmith, when he was there, we got enacted the 8th-hour athletic period, which I think it's done wonders for that school and for those athletes to get I think it's helped with their academics. It's helped with their school attendance. This is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helped, instead of getting home at 6:30, 6:45 at night after practice, they're getting home at 4:45 or something, because they get to start a little bit earlier in the day. So
yeah,
I think families enjoy that. So I think more schools need to go to it. I know there's some local schools in the area that are looking at going back to the athletic hour.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I got into the business back in the late 80s, there's law schools that did that.
Yeah.
And then they all went away from it. But it's a good thing that that's bringing it back. So.
Yeah, I tell people when I talk to my friends from my hometown, I'm actually from a town called Plattsburgh, New York, about the same size as Nixa last I checked, although I haven't looked in 10 years or whatever, but I think it's about 19,000 people. Mm-hmm. And we don't even come close in the state of New York where the taxes are higher anyways.
Do they have one school or 2?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Well, yeah, we technically had we had our own version of Catholic, but it shut down. Didn't have enough enrollment. So I think it's all just like one school in town.
Well, there was talk 20 years ago. There was talk and rumblings of Nixa maybe in the future going to 2 high schools, and I always told the people that I think would make those decisions. If you're going to do that, just have a freshman building.
Yeah.
Take the freshmen out of the building and make a freshman building, because if you split the 2 high schools, you're going to play the same schedules with half the talent.
Right.
That's a good way to really hurt your athletics.
And isn't that kind of, listen, I'm again an outsider, and I am not somebody who necessarily knows how this stuff works. But for example, in football, Joplin is just Joplin, and out here you split it into 5 schools in the Springfield district, and Joplin's this powerhouse. I don't know if that's the right phrase for them, but they're good.
I look at it differently.
Yeah.
Back before I got into the area in the 70s and 80s, they had 2 high schools.
Okay.
And both high schools were really good athletically. And then they went to 1 high school.
Was that after the tornado? Is that how that worked?
No, way long
Way before that, okay.
Back in the 60s, 70s, 50s, 80s. We're talking back to Cat. What's Cat's last name? Stud. I'll think of it in a minute here. Sorry about that.
Live TV, almost, yes.
Well, when Cat played for Joplin Memorial, that's before my time here, but
they
were just phenomenal. And they had 2 high schools. So then they kind of combined to 1, and I know a lot of maybe some of their athletes went to Webb City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just pulling this out thin there. I think that's probably what happened. Joplin people can tell you more than me, but so I think going to 1 high school for them didn't help them personally.
Okay.
Tornado wiped out their school, and they've got a beautiful building now, a beautiful school. I didn't like driving down there to play district final with Kickapoo, when both teams had to drive 70 miles to go play championship game.
Right. Isn't
That
that
happens
awesome?
every so often. We have
Isn't
to
that
do
great?
that.
Yeah.
Had to do that a few times. No, but they don't need to split school, Nick said. They need to stay in one high school.
Yeah. It's nice for us. We would have nothing else to cover this weekend if they weren't so successful. They're the last team standing in Southwest, well, I should say Southwest Missouri, but our area.
I think Michigan again, once again, they have to get football out of December again.
Yeah.
The state finals used to be the weekend of Thanksgiving. That was a good time for it. And then you can get on with your basketball season, but I don't like it. I don't like the state finals in December.
Yeah. It is.
Now they'll tell you they'll tell you it only affects so many schools across state, but still, that's, you know, if they're wanting kids to multi-sport athletes to play football, basketball, football, wrestle, they've got to quit overlapping the seasons.
Yeah, that's got to be tough for Coach Plants.
We won't get into that today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough when you're starting. One of your stars is playing quarterback in the state championship game.
I am a common sense person.
Yeah. Okay.
And having the football playoffs on December 6th makes 0 sense. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay. You know, Coach, I have my notes here. I want to make sure we hit on everything. Is there anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to bring up? This is a free-flowing situation. Anything.
Basketball?
It can be anything. Basketball or other.
Well, I have a lot of philosophies in life.
Oh, yeah? Like what? What's your favorite?
We know we're not going to get into those. So.
Save that for another podcast.
Another podcast.
Yeah, maybe a summertime one when we don't really have much else. We'll just talk philosophies, you know?
We can do that.
Okay.
We can come back and do that. Yeah.
I like it.
I like to do that.
He's head coach Jay Osborne. Greenfield is lucky to have him.
Greenwood.
You know, I knew I was going to do that because Greenfield and Greenwood, I always screw those two up. And I looked at your thing. I was like, "Is there
Greenwood?"
It's not telling me. I'm just going to go with what I knew I would do it, Coach.
I still haven't figured out why they named it Greenwood, but they're called the Blue Jays.
Thank you. We have a lot of that.
Greenwood ought to have the colors blue.
Right.
But Greenfield, Missouri's colors are blue too.
Oh, okay.
So it must be a Southwest Missouri.
Guess what color blue eye is?
Black and red.
Yeah.
That
okay.
makes no sense.
Right. It doesn't. Lean right into it. I would want to lean right into that.
By the way, while we're getting on the topic of colors, what people in Springfield, when they opened up Kickapoo in the early 70s, said, what colors can we use? Let's go brown and yellow. Now, my favorite line before we always played Kickapoo was, I'd put it on the board, it was on the scouting report, if it's yellow and brown, you must flush it down. Flush the poo. And this is true. I write it on the board. And where I got that from was Kickapoo years ago used to have in their student body, it said, fear the poo. And at Nixon we'd say, we don't fear the poo, we flush the poo. So that's, you're laughing, but it's true. Fear the poo? No, we flush the poo. So I'm talking from Nixon here. So no offense to my Kickapoo friends.
Listen.
I got a lot of friends from Kickapoo grads, so we're all good. But who thought yellow and brown were good colors? I just don't get that. So someone had to see. There's common sense. Someone should have been in the room that said, "No, those are bad colors. It's like a toilet water color." So no, we're not doing that.
So okay, was it that way too when Brad Pitt went there?
Does it go that far back? I think he graduated about 85. That's before I got here.
Okay.
So I got in the area in 87.
Okay.
So I do know somebody.
Well, at least they're leaning into it, right?
I do know somebody who used to double date with him, though. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can we hear that story? What happened?
No, they just told me they used to double date with Brad Pitt. So.
Did they tell you what it was like? What he was like?
No, he said he was a great guy.
Because he was crazy. Like, didn't he get in trouble? He got arrested out in L.A. after graduating high school, of course, and like, I don't know, didn't he like? He I don't know. Some indecent exposure incident on a bridge.
Let me call him here. And
yeah.
No, I don't.
I saw he was a crazy guy.
He's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
Great actor. I love watching his movies and some roles he's played. But
well, we've heard, and I have no idea if this is true. This is simply a rumor. We've heard that he'll come back to town, and people won't know until after he's left because he goes out kind of like in disguise. Like you wouldn't recognize him. I don't know how he does it.
I heard him and Jennifer Aniston were at Andy's one night.
Oh, that's so crazy.
And I don't know where that's true. That could be a rumor. I don't know.
My parents live in Tampa Bay. They got an Andy's down there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big it was. I just thought it was like our thing here. Like, no, it's national. It's huge. Learned something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I knew O'Reilly's, obviously Bass Pro, all over the place, but like, I didn't realize Andy's was that massive, which makes sense. They had a great product there.
Now, Denny's an old coach around here. He'll tell you that when he was over at Drury, he got to meet Angelina.
Oh, yeah.
Brad and Angelina were over there when they did the new O'Reilly Center, and they named the court. Is it Pitt Court? I think it's.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
So.
Okay, yeah.
Something over there is named after the Pitt family.
Makes sense. Okay.
So he said he got to meet them.
That's awesome. Yeah. Listen, just when we were about to wrap this up, you start dropping these stories on me, Coach. Okay, this is good.
Well, they're not very good stories. But,
I think it's cool.
I do have some good stories. Probably can't tell on air though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think we did all right with the kickapoo part there. That was good. That was.
Do I not speak the truth?
Listen, I got to walk on that campus. So what I do in this situation is I just nod and laugh and like I roll along with it.
But see, they brought it on themselves. Sorry, kickapoo people, but you brought it on yourselves. Fear the poo. No. We just thought, flush the poo. That sounds pretty good. So that's what we talk about. Flush the poo.
That's good.
That's a great rivalry. I'll say it. Mitch McHenry does a phenomenal job. Jim Pendergrass used to coach there. He's a really good friend of mine. Real successful over there. I like Sue Schubel. She's a legend. Yeah. Roy and I get along these days when I see him.
Yes.
We didn't get along when he coached together.
Is he still doing the driving school?
I don't know.
He used to be the driver's ed teacher after he retired. Yeah.
So for the Blue and Gold Breakfast here next week, we're bringing back Pat Bauer's going to come in. Pat played on the '85 Blue and Gold Championship game team.
Yeah.
Nixa beat Kickapoo 46-42. But Kevin Cheffy was on the Nixa team.
Yeah.
That's the night that Hammond Student Center, they sold out. It was like 9,500 people.
Yeah.
So maybe some people don't know that, but they actually sold the gym out and had to lock the doors. Kickapoo Nixa played.
That's awesome.
So
Fire
we're bringing
hazards
those two back, and we're bringing back the other finals was Hillcrest and Marshfield. We're bringing back Nate Quinn and Jackie Payne. Both of them coached their teams in that same night. So we're going to have a little Q&A session with them.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Well, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Looking forward to it,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me in. I love sitting around talking basketball, talking sports, and.
Well, hey, once the basketball season started, we said we got to get Jay Osborne on.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, we got to do this.
People think I'm in a bad mood all the time. I'm in a great mood all the time. I have a great life. I really do. Matter of fact, my son just had his first baby this morning at 5:27.
Yes, congratulations. Yes.
Really happy for him and his wife. And Kim and I, from her son, has 4 kids that are really special. And they got 4 grandkids there. And life's good. I got a great job, work with great people, and I love being here.
Coach, I should have led with that when I was talking about your accomplishments. New grandfather. That should have been the first thing I said. I had this whole list of all these things, and that should have been he is the newest grandfather. Well, one of the newest. There's probably been other people that had kids.
I can tell you a little story about my son. So my son is extremely bright. He got some 400 on his ACT. He got like a 33 or something on his ACT. So
yeah.
He's really bright, unlike me. I got like a mine. So. See, I took the ACT when they told me I was going to go JUCO. They said you don't have to really score anything. You just take it, and because it was like 1982, 81, and that was the wrong thing to tell me. You don't have to score very well. I just went and I did okay. My score not very good. I'm not stupid.
When in doubt, hit C.
Yeah. So anyway, he's got like 33 ACT. So he's got his PhD in I think it's astrophysics is what he calls it or something. So he works for a company that does work for logistics, for analytics, for the government, military stuff. So he's really bright. He lives in Bloomington, Indiana. So I'm really excited for them. They've got their first child, and his world is about to change like he doesn't believe, so for the better. And my daughter's doing well. Her and her husband live in Indianapolis, and my stepson's doing well.
Yeah.
And he's got a new job now and doing really well.
That's awesome.
My dad's still vertical and driving his truck. So
yeah.
As long as he can drive, we're in good shape. The day I have to take the keys from him is going to be a bad day. So he hasn't had any accidents yet. So.
Listen, if we can all do what your dad does at your dad's age, we'll be doing all right.
Yeah. We have a hard time conversing because he has hearing problems these days, like most people. But he is 83, but he's doing well.
It's awesome. He and Ned Reynolds. Ned's just had his birthday.
How old's Ned?
I think he's 84. I should know this off the top of my head.
I thought he'd be like 95 or something.
Yeah, no,
He's young.
he's been here forever, right? But he,
young.
yeah, he's, oh man.
He's one of a kind. Photographic memory.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's awesome. When we bring him in, we can ask him anything about anything that's happened in sports like this past 100 years, and he knows it. And it's like, okay, cool, we're good.
Yeah.
Get the answer from Ned.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So this is how we end this, okay? You know, like when we say cut, you know what I mean? Like a director's cut, okay, at the end of the thing. So you pretend you got one, okay? You got yours like this? Do you go like this?
You want me to do that?
Yeah, you do it with me, okay?
I'm not an actor.
I know. I don't know why I started doing
what
this,
you
but
do.
I don't know. It's been a fun way to end it. People know it's over when it happens, okay?
Right.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, crack.
Crack.
Did you do it? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Wait, one more. 1,
Crack
2.
or cut?
Just cut. Cut. Let's do cut this time. Let's do cut this time,
You say
okay?
action, you say cut.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Cut.
Cut.
Nailed it. Okay.